My homily for the 11th Sunday in Ordinary Time, the 18th of June 2023. The first thing to note in today's Gospel is Jesus' compassion. Again and again, that is the overriding characteristic of Jesus. He sees people suffering, harassed and dejected, and is moved with compassion for them, and then he does something to help them. In today's Gospel, he sends his apostles with his authority to bring healing into their lives. That was 2,000 years ago. What does he do today? Today, he sends us. What? Me and you? Yes. Each one of us, he sends out in his name. But how can you and I do what the apostles did? Well, first let's look at who he actually sent. Peter, by his own admission, a sinful man, who when put on the spot denied even knowing Jesus. James and John, sons of thunder. They were called because they were angry and resentful when things didn't go their way and they wanted to destroy the Samaritans. Thomas, doubting Thomas. Matthew, the tax collector, a cheat and a collaborator. Simon the Zealot, engaged in a terrorist campaign against the Romans. Judas, the betrayer. Probably as well that we don't know anything about the rest. What a group. Doesn't look too good, does it? Maybe we're not so bad after all. However, they didn't act of themselves, they acted with the authority Jesus gave them. And that's why they succeeded beyond their wildest dreams. Even Judas brought healing with Jesus' authority. So what we need is the authority of Jesus. How on earth do we get that? Well, we have to do what Jesus did, be compassionate, feel for people. And we have to pray as Jesus did. The Our Father isn't a bad start in asking for the Father's help. Then let us consider practically what we can do. The apostles brought healing. How can we bring healing? Well, like them, we have to recognise what God has done for us and be generous in response. You receive without charge, give without charge. Not always easy in the face of today's complex issues, but we can try. That's surely the important thing. We can try and then leave the rest to God. Take one situation at a time and consider what positive thing we can do to bring healing into this situation. One problem we have is that we're always looking for instant results, success in worldly terms. Well, that belongs to God, who is the only one in a position to judge what is true success. We've just got to do our bit, and it may seem to be only a very tiny bit, but it will contribute in God's good time to God's work. It's not all down to us. A smile, a kind word, a charitable donation. What many people need today is just to know that someone cares. They're not expecting solutions to all their problems. Jesus cared. As his followers, we too must care.